Howdy, y'all. So today I made it on the Flint River Trail. Done about maybe 4/5 of it from south to north, and this right here is where I'm at. And I'm making my way up here. I might go around this recreation area, Big Hollow, if it's got a good trail. Maybe I'll follow a road. I know it's going to take me about an extra hour to get back home if I do that. But I started all the way down here. And Burlington is probably about down here. So made my way all the way up this Flint Bottom Road or whatever it's called, and up these trails, and it was some alright scenery, a lot of farmland, and then there's more gravel roads that you got to go on, and then it brings you back to a trail, and the red's the gravel road, Screens Trail. There's restrooms and stuff. And I don't think that, this is not a restroom. This is a one of these signs. It's the mile marker, I think. Or maybe that's what this is. It's got a key. I could have read that. But yeah, a pretty good adventure. I've made it a little area down this road. This is the way I'm headed. Found this little historical marker. It says it was like a school or something with this little outhouse. I use that. Might have some water here. If it's potable, that would be nice. I don't think I'm gonna test that. Found some little mushrooms. Give me some mushrooms. Little guys. These. I have no idea what these are. But don't eat them. I think they say, and don't quote me on this, but most mushrooms with gills that you find on the ground just in the wild like this aren't going to be good for you. But we'll let them spread. I've eaten all kinds of mushrooms, but never that one. That one could be the angel of death, I think is what they call it. I don't think so. I think that one has pink gills, but this thing's pretty cool. Wonder how long this has been here. I doubt it would work. Maybe. It's pretty awesome. But so far, I can zoom out. Nice. So far, I haven't really found too much that's interesting. There's some pretty beautiful land here, but I don't think Iowa's beautiful, but it's not for me. My final destination is going to be somewhere on the west coast. I've always wanted to see the Olympic Peninsula because it's going to be so much more beautiful than this. I've seen photos on the internet only, but at some times of the year in the peninsula it looks like a tropical forest from South America. And it's also got redwood trees, which I've only seen pictures of in like California, Oregon, Washington of course, but I want to see it in person. I want to see one of those big trees you can't even put your arms around, like just on the face of it. It's just way wider than you. One day I'll make it there. My average pace for this trail has been about 5 miles an hour. I mean, I've taken breaks and I didn't pause my my timer, my little gauge. But I mean, at that rate, it'll probably take me about a year to get across the U.S. Starting here in Iowa, ending up in Washington or wherever. I'm just gonna go where the wind takes me, and if the wind's blowing against me, then I might turn around. But it's all part of the adventure. This is more so an adventure for me because I'm doing it alone, and I've never been alone, so it's a little different. I'm left here to my thoughts and trying to beat the hills. The hills are a big battle because I don't have the most stamina and my legs are not trained for this. And my mind is just telling me, you need to stop. You need to chill out and walk. And I have a couple times. I've gotten off the bike and walked up a hill, but I think it's fun. It's really fun. I enjoy the mental stimulation I get whenever I can't see when the hill ends. Like earlier, right down here, back that way, there was a hill that went around the curve, and it was very steep before it went around the curve. And I was thinking, if I get to the top of this hill, it's got to have a downhill, right? So, I'm gonna get a break. And so I pedaled, I got up to the curve, and right whenever I was able to see around that bend, I just seen it went uphill even more, even higher, and for even longer. And I just put my head down, I pretty much closed my eyes and pedaled straight up the hill. And before I knew it, I was there. I don't know what to make of that. I could figure something out and tell you guys something motivational, but for me, it was just a good experience. It reminds me of whenever I used to run back in high school. Whenever I was bigger, I used to be 240 pounds. And about my senior year, halfway through my senior year, I decided I wanted to lose the weight. And I started running at the track at the high school that I was staying at. And I remember the first time I went, I couldn't run a full lap. I'd maybe run 200 yards, jogged 200 yards, just a measly, just normal jog, pacing myself. But I was big and I wasn't prepared. And it took me about 5 or 6 times to where I was able to run a full lap. And I remember running that full lap and I felt accomplished. But I wasn't accomplished enough because 1 lap out of 4, it's not enough, I needed to do more. Mentally, I wasn't satisfied, so I kept going, and before I knew it, I was at my 2nd lap, and it was all just a mental battle. It wasn't ever really physical. You pace yourself, you breathe right, you breathe using your full lungs and not little half breaths. Like, why do we do that? I'm not sure why people do that. But you pace yourself and you get in a good groove and you just forget about all the physical pain. You forget about all the troubles that's right in front of you. Close your eyes and nothing's in front of you. Just your own self, just your own limitations that you put on yourself. So I'm learning some things. Not that I know if it really matters. I don't know where my final destination is going to be. I don't know. I don't know. Don't know if it's going to matter. But at least I'm enjoying my time. There's nothing better than being happy. And I wouldn't say I'm 100% happy, but I'm content. I haven't been this content in a while. I've always kind of was scared of the next step. Not really scared to the point where I wasn't going to take the next step, but more just the fear of not knowing what was going to happen. And now I think I'm embracing it. I think I enjoy not knowing what's going to happen. Not knowing my next move or where I'm going to sleep. It's been like that before. I had a van. I wish I wouldn't have deleted my video. Being stupid. Memories are memories. But anyways, traveled with my van and got to see quite a bit of the country. It was beautiful, but it was too fast. You know, driving at 60 miles an hour. Well, 55. I never went over 55 in that van. Maybe once. But it was too fast. I didn't get to experience what I wanted to. I didn't get to see all the things that I wanted to, or be what I wanted to. Most importantly, I definitely wasn't what I wanted to be. But this time, the world's my oyster. I've got enough peace and solidarity to figure out things on my own. And before, I was blocking myself from doing that. I was. And I regret it. I regret a lot of things from before, but at this stage, at this chapter, I'm just fixing all that. You know, you can't fix the past, but you can at least make it better for the future. You can at least change your ways and grow up. Now, what growing up means to you, just let it be. Because what it means to me, you'll never understand. Maybe one day. Maybe there's a few of you out there who understand my trials and tribulations and my struggles and my motive. But anyways, I'm gonna get back to riding the trail. Hopefully my video uploads by the time I get back home. I'll be leaving soon. I don't know when. I'm not prepared physically, but mentally I really want to go. Mentally, I'm ready to explore an adventure. I'll catch you guys at the reservoir. That's where I'm headed. I was gonna turn back around and go back home and go eat something because I'm hungry. Oh, I should have brought something to eat. I'll probably find some little plants to find. I don't see any close to nutritious edible plants here. I see some things. You can eat them. It won't be good, but probably not. I think I'll expend more energy trying to eat flowers than trying to pick and eat flowers, and how much energy I'll get back. But